questioned the reality of the elusive creature known as Bigfoot. Our journey into this enigma begins with the countless sightings and reports that have intrigued and puzzled us for centuries. From the dense forests of North America to the snowy peaks of the Himalayas, tales of this giant, shaggy beast echo, stirring curiosity and fear in equal measure. For some, Bigfoot is as real as the trees it is said to inhabit. For others, it is a myth, a figment of folklore, a creation of overactive imaginations. But what cannot be denied is the global fascination this creature commands. It is a fascination born from the countless footprints, too large and distinct to be human, too consistent to be hoaxes, from the grainy photos and shaky videos, all showing a creature unlike any other known to man. But where did it all begin? The history of Bigfoot, or Sasquatch as it is often called, is as nebulous as the creature itself. Some trace its origins to the Native American tribes who spoke of a giant hairy creature that walked on two legs. Others point to the countless loggers and hunters who've reported encounters with this beast in the dense, unexplored forests. Theories abound, from the plausible to the absurd. Some suggest Bigfoot could be a remnant of an extinct primate species, surviving against all odds in the remote wilderness. Others propose it could be an interdimensional being, slipping in and out of our reality. And then there are the controversies, the hoaxes that have tainted the search for Bigfoot, the claims and counterclaims that have turned the quest for this elusive creature into a battleground of beliefs and skepticism. But in the end, the question remains, the question that has sparked debates, fueled expeditions, and captured the human imagination for centuries. Could all these accounts, spanning across centuries, simply be figments of our imagination? As we delve deeper into this enigma, perhaps we will find the answer, or perhaps the mystery will deepen. The enigma begins. Deep within the heart of the forest, a hiker stumbles upon an unusual discovery. This is not just any hiker. He is an individual with an insatiable curiosity, a searcher of truths, and a lover of nature's secrets. But this day, he finds something that surpasses every expectation. In a secluded, untouched corner of the forest, he spots them. Odd formations in the soft, damp earth. Oversized footprints. Not just any footprints, but ones that seem to belong to no known creature. They're large, larger than any human foot. And the stride, it's too long, too wide to be anything known. The sight is both fascinating and unsettling. A shiver of both excitement and apprehension trickles down his spine. His heart pounds in his chest, the rhythm echoing the unanswered questions in his mind. What could have made these? He wonders. He examines the impressions closer. They're fresh, the edges still sharp, not yet worn away by the elements. Something had been here, and not too long ago. The hiker is a man of reason, of science, but he can't ignore the evidence before him. The footprints are too real, too tangible to be brushed off as mere figments of imagination. He's faced with a decision. He could turn back, return to the safe, known paths he's always tread. Or he could follow these mysterious footprints, delve deeper into the unknown, and perhaps, just perhaps, unravel a truth hidden by the forest. So he decides. He chooses the path of the unknown, of the unexplored. He's not just a hiker anymore. He's become an investigator, a pursuer of the enigma. With each step he takes, following the oversized footprints deeper into the forest, he feels his world expanding, the boundaries of his understanding stretching. And so he found himself drawn into a mystery larger than he could ever have imagined. His journey has just begun. What he will find, where this trail will lead him, only the forest knows. As he steps forward, the forest seems to whisper back, ready to unveil its secrets to the one brave enough to seek them. Armed with nothing but his camera and a thirst for the truth, our hiker ventures deeper into the unknown. The forest stands as a colossal living labyrinth, teeming with sounds and secrets that only the brave dare to uncover. Each step he takes is a step into the wilderness, into the heart of the enigma that is Bigfoot. He is not a mere wanderer, lost in the woods. No, he is a seeker, a hunter of truths, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a determination that is as unwavering as the mighty trees that surround him. His heart pounds in his chest like a drum, echoing the rhythm of his quest. Each beat a testament to his resolve, each breath a pledge to unravel the mystery. The journey is not without its trials. The terrain is treacherous, the path obscured by the undergrowth. He stumbles, he falters, but he does not yield. He presses on, fueled by an inner fire that refuses to be quenched. Every challenge he faces, every obstacle he overcomes, serves only to strengthen his resolve. They are pieces of a puzzle, fragments of the truth he seeks. He observes, he records, he listens. The rustle of the leaves, the call of the wild, the silence that follows. They are the language of the forest, a symphony of secrets waiting to be deciphered. His camera is his instrument, his eyes and ears, capturing what many fail to see, recording what many choose to ignore. His motivation is not fame or fortune. It's the thrill of the chase, the joy of discovery, the satisfaction of knowing that he dared to venture where others would not. It's the hope of shedding light on a mystery that has baffled mankind for centuries. Little did he know, he was on the brink of a life-altering revelation. In the stillness of the night, something or someone was watching him. A chill ran down the spine of our hiker, his senses heightened by the eerie silence of the wilderness. The crackling leaves underfoot and the hoot of a distant owl were the only sounds. Piercing the inky blackness, he felt it before he saw it. A pair of eyes, glowing with uncanny luminescence, were fixed on him from the dense undergrowth. The air seemed to thicken, the silence deepened into an almost tangible entity. Our hiker froze, his heart pounding like a drum against his ribcage, his breath coming out in ragged gasps. In that moment, he was not a man of science, a seeker of truths. He was prey, held captive by a pair of otherworldly eyes. He dared not blink, afraid that whatever was watching him would pounce. But he had a mission. With trembling hands, he reached for his camera, his lifeline in this world of unknowns. His fingers brushed against the cool metal, and he slowly lifted it, willing his hands to steady. The lens focused on the glowing eyes, the mysterious figure barely discernible in the low light. He pressed the shutter, the click echoing in the silence. The eyes blinked, and then, in an instant, they were gone. The hiker was alone once more. The forest seemed to breathe a sigh of relief, the tension dissipating as quickly as it had formed. But the hiker knew better. He was not alone. He had never been alone. Something was out there, watching, waiting. He looked at the photo, the glowing eyes staring back at him from the screen. His heart pounded in his chest, the thrill of the encounter still coursing through his veins. He had come seeking answers, but all he had were more questions. But the question remained, who or what had he seen? Back in the safety of his home, the hiker reviewed the footage of his eerie encounter. His heart pounded in his chest, echoing the silent anticipation that filled the room. The air seemed to buzz with the promise of unseen truths waiting to be unearthed. With a deep breath, he pressed play. The footage was shaky, raw, capturing the wild beauty of the forest and the terror of the unknown. He watched as his past self navigated the labyrinth of towering trees and dense foliage, oblivious to the extraordinary sight that awaited him. Then, there it was, the figure that had haunted his dreams, now immortalized on his screen. Bigfoot, in all its elusive glory, was now a tangible entity, no longer confined to the realm of folklore and whispers around the campfire. The hiker could hardly believe his eyes. The figure was massive, its form shrouded in mystery, almost blending into the surrounding wilderness. His hands trembled as he rewound the footage, watching the scene unfold again and again. Each viewing only served to solidify the reality of his discovery. An unexpected mix of fear and exhilarity washed over him. He had captured evidence of a creature believed to be a myth, a legend. The implications were monumental. The hiker sat back, processing the enormity of his discovery. He could keep this secret to himself, bury it deep within the confines of his memory. Or he could share it with the world, shattering preconceived notions and challenging the boundaries of belief. The decision weighed heavily on him, but the pull of truth was too strong to resist. With new-found resolve, he decided to make his discovery public. It was time for the world to witness the enigma that is Bigfoot, to question the known and venture into the realm of the unknown. The hiker knew the journey ahead would be fraught with skepticism and controversy, but he was ready. His discovery would soon shake the world. And with that, the hiker stepped onto a path that would forever alter the course of his life, and perhaps the world's understanding of the unexplained. As the footage spread like wildfire, the world was divided. The hiker's footage, a single spark, now ignited a global conversation that blazed through every corner of the internet, every television screen, every coffee shop and water cooler. The skeptics were the first to raise their voices. They picked apart the footage with a fine-toothed comb, casting doubts and aspersions, questioning the authenticity and the credibility of the source. From claims of digital manipulation to suggestions of elaborate hoaxes, they cast a net of disbelief, hoping to snare the truth in their web of rationality. But then came the believers. These were the people who had been waiting, watching, and hoping for a piece of tangible evidence to validate their faith in the existence of Bigfoot. They rallied behind the footage, championing it as the irrefutable proof they had been seeking. Their belief was unwavering, their conviction unshakable, their voices loud and clear in the cacophony of opinions. Caught in the crossfire were those who found themselves in the middle, the undecided, the open-minded, the curious. They watched, they listened, they weighed the arguments on both sides. Their minds were fertile grounds for theories to take root, for debates to flourish, for curiosity to blossom into a quest for knowledge. The media, ever the catalyst, fanned the flames. News channels, talk shows, podcasts, blogs, all were abuzz with the Bigfoot debate. The footage was dissected, analyzed, and debated from every conceivable angle. The hiker was interviewed, his story scrutinized, his motivations questioned. As the world reacted, the story of Bigfoot was no longer just a tale whispered around campfires or a legend passed down through generations. It had stepped out of the shadows of folklore and into the glaring spotlight of global attention. The world had been given a glimpse of the elusive creature, and now it demanded answers. Yet the truth remained elusive. The world had reacted, had questioned, had debated, but the ultimate question still hung in the air. As tantalizing and as elusive as Bigfoot itself. Was it real, or was it a mere figment of our collective imagination? Just when the world thought they had seen it all, an unexpected revelation was about to turn the tables. In a twist no one saw coming, the hiker, the very man who had galvanized a global interest in the legend of Bigfoot, admitted that he had fabricated the entire encounter. He confessed that what the world had been obsessing over, the footprints, the sightings, the grainy video footage, were all part of an elaborate hoax. This stunning revelation sent shockwaves through the Bigfoot community. Those who had devoted their lives to proving the existence of this elusive creature felt betrayed. Imagine, for years, they had scrutinized every leaf, every shadow, every hint of an anomaly in the wilderness, only to discover that it was all an artifice, a ruse spun from the threads of one man's imagination. The skeptics, on the other hand, reveled in a sense of vindication. Their doubts, their questions, their skepticism had been justified. The legend of Bigfoot, they claimed, was nothing more than a fanciful tale, a figment of collective human imagination, longing for the unknown, the unexplored, the mysterious. But the hiker's confession did more than just stir up emotions. It sparked a renewed interest in the Bigfoot legend. People began to wonder if the hiker could stage such a convincing encounter. Could there be others who had done the same? Could there be other hoaxes, other deceptions lurking beneath the surface of this age-old legend? This unexpected twist in the tale forced everyone to question what they believed about Bigfoot. It challenged the boundaries of faith and skepticism, of truth and deception. It reminded us that sometimes the search for the truth can lead us down unexpected paths. In the end, the truth is often stranger than the myth. And in the quest to unravel the enigma of Bigfoot, this couldn't be more accurate. So, what's the truth behind the Bigfoot mystery? As we stand at the precipice of understanding, we find ourselves looking back at the journey we've taken, the footprints in the forest, the unlikely encounters, the unveiled evidence, each piece of the puzzle intertwined in a dance of doubt and belief, leading us to this moment of reflection. It's been a whirlwind of emotions, hasn't it? A roller coaster ride of theories and speculation, of hard evidence and hoaxes. Each twist and turn in our tale has brought us closer to the enigma that is Bigfoot. Yet, despite our relentless pursuit, the truth remains just out of our grasp. The world has reacted with awe, skepticism, fear, and fascination. The existence of Bigfoot has become more than just a question of truth. It has become a testament to our inherent curiosity, our drive to explore the unknown and seek answers to the unexplained. We've learned a lot along the way, haven't we? We've learned that not all mysteries can be solved. Not all questions can be answered. We've learned that sometimes the journey is more important than the destination. that sometimes the search for truth is more rewarding than the truth itself. But perhaps the most profound lesson we've learned is this: the enduring mystery of Bigfoot is a mirror to our own human nature. It reflects our fascination with the unknown, our thirst for discovery, and our relentless pursuit of truth. It's a reminder that there are still mysteries in this world, still questions that beg for answers, still enigmas that stir our curiosity. And so, we find ourselves back where we started, standing in the shadow of the great unknown. But this time, we stand with a deeper understanding, a richer perspective, and a renewed sense of wonder. And so, the legend of Bigfoot continues, forever shrouded in mystery and intrigue. But wait, there's more to this story. Just when we thought we had reached the end of our enigmatic journey, the unexpected happens. The hiker, the one who set us on this intriguing path, comes forward with a shocking revelation. The confession, the one that shook the world, was nothing but an elaborate ruse, a clever diversion. Yes, you heard it right. The hiker had never intended to reveal the truth. Instead, he had woven a tale so intricately captivating that it had the world holding its breath. But why, you may ask? Why would he go to such lengths to deceive us? The answer lies in his subsequent encounters with the elusive creature, the hiker, forever marked by his initial encounter with Bigfoot, returned to the forest, drawn by an inexplicable force. There, under the canopy of towering trees and hidden away from prying eyes, he found himself face to face with the creature once more. These encounters, shrouded in secrecy, were unlike any he had experienced before. The creature revealed a side of itself that was far removed from the terrifying beast of folklore. There was an understanding, a connection that defied comprehension. The hiker realized that the world wasn't ready for this truth. The revelation would only lead to chaos, to a relentless pursuit that would disrupt the creature's tranquil existence. So he decided to protect the secret, to guard the truth with a fabricated tale. His confession of a hoax was merely a smokescreen, a diversion to keep the world's curiosity at bay. He chose to shoulder the burden of this secret, all to ensure the safety of a creature misunderstood by society. In the end, the mystery of Bigfoot lives on, as elusive and enigmatic as ever.